Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I'm Naomi, the Brickanista, based in Seattle. And today I've been trying a new setup. This is using StreamYard. And you can see right here, this is my cell phone, which is acting as a down camera. And this is an old cell phone, and I don't use it anymore for my primary, but it was lying around, so I use this. And I use this sometimes with Streamlabs OBS. But one thing I've noticed about this is, well, first of all, I'm using this new setup, which is a gooseneck coming through and over, where I probably need it to be a lot taller. But the problem is, if it's too tall, I can't zoom in. So it seems to work okay for now, but I may go back to Streamlabs OBS. The cool thing about this is that I can invite guests. So thank you, Doc Sampson, for joining the stream. And Doc, if you're interested, I can also send you the code because this is StreamYard. So if you want to participate, you're welcome to, or make funny comments like you like to do. But this is what I'm working on right now. Today is Thrifty Thursday, where I focus on sets that are $19.99 or less. This is the Technic Monster Jam Grave Digger. It's a Technic set. It's a 2-in-1 Technic set. And if you look at the back, this is what the back has. So it has two different kinds of modes that we can use. And just looking at it, it's been interesting too, because this particular set was also mentioned in Lego Masters Season 2. When Zach and Wayne were talking, Wayne had mentioned that he bought this set for Zach primarily because I believe he wanted to have this flag, this flag, which I can totally get because I'm big into pirates too, and I would want that as well. So anyway, I was looking at this and I was thinking, yeah, this could be a really good set to work on. But once again, I've been streaming for a little over a year, and I feel that things are getting better, but I'm still working through, different things for the studio. I will say though, that if I get a certain type of recognition in the next couple weeks, I will be doing some really big changes. I've been reevaluating my living space. I'm thinking about moving all of this into my bedroom and then rearranging my living room area as more of a kind of living studio, studio apartment kind of thing, and then having my Lego studio in that room. So we'll see how it all shakes out. Right now, things seem to be working okay, but I think things could be a lot better. I think there's a lot of things that I could do moving forward. And as you can see, my this is my lighting setup, my really cool little small light. Let me move that down a little bit. There. Oops. Maybe not. Yeah. Plus, as you know, I've just gotten a dog. So the dog, I've had to make some rearrangements too for that. Okay. What did I just do? Did I just, I just like killed my camera. There we go. Okay. I was worried. I was like going, wait a minute. Okay. There we go. Much better. Okay. We're set. All right. So you get to see some behind the scenes news here. Hi, Zach Martinez. How are you? Welcome to the stream. And I sent you a note as well as some others. And Doc, you're welcome to do this too. On Saturday, we had already talked about this, about having a community stream where we would all just kind of hang out together on a Saturday night. So I will be moving my broadcast time from 9 o'clock to 8 o'clock on Saturday. And we're going to try this out to see if this can be a regular thing, just kind of like a Saturday night hangout kind of thing. But welcome to the stream. And today we're working on this Technic set. And like I said, each platform has its challenges. So I am just going to say that this one, let me add to the stream. This is my down camera for today. And so far it's been working out that it's profile mode for some reason. Here, I'll show you what I mean. When I put myself into this wide angle, then it only shows a portion of the the screen, and I don't understand why it doesn't acknowledge that it's actually, you know, viewing the full screen. So we'll just have to work through this today and see how this works. Usually I use Streamlabs OBS instead of StreamYard, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I'm super excited about this because it is a Technic set. It's a Technic set. I don't do a lot of Technic sets because a lot of them are much more expensive. This one is $19.99 retail from Lego, but you can get it for $15.99 from Target. So I just yanked that right away. So, and it's a 2-in-1, as I mentioned earlier. So there's 2 different models that we can do. And I think that, you know, when just looking at these, this is what's on the box, this kind of monster truck thing, but this dune buggy looking thing looks also really cool. So that's what we're going to be working on today. And yeah, I've been, like I said, as a streamer, I know that one thing I will be doing a little bit more of, I've been getting some advice from some other streamers on YouTube, is to actually start uploading videos instead of just doing live streams. And I've been hesitating on doing that primarily because I tend to be hypercritical of myself with regard to different videos. But you wondered about that? You'll check your Instagram. Oh, okay. You've been under the weather. Oh no, finally getting better. Okay, good. Everybody is getting sick right now. Like I said, my brother was sick and my 2 nephews, and Matthew Builds Bricks was sick and his parents. And yeah, so, and you know, it's hard because it's flu season too, in addition to COVID. All right. So just looking at this out of the box, it's like, even if you want this for a parts pack, this looks really cool. 212 pieces, and just looking at it, you can see these wheel wells. I don't think I've seen them in this color. That's super cool. And then of course you have your Technic pins. Got to have pins. When you're doing any kind of Technic, you got to have pins. So these are all the little parts. Notice that the bags are not numbered. And then we have, ooh, this is cool. These little tiny barrels. That's super cool too. So anyway, we have that. The other thing we have, ooh, what is this? Wow. I don't know what this is. It looks like it could potentially be a motor, but it just has the Technic on this side, and then it has like it's more of a Phillips screwdriver, but no, it is an axle hole. It's an axle hole. Let me see if I can get it into the camera. It's an axle hole that goes all the way through. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So just so you know, Zach, so wondering about Saturday. Yeah, I sent you the link in Instagram. And I also I've confirmed with Alexander 23 because he's on the East Coast. So he will be able to make it. And he is working that night. So he said if we start at 8 o'clock our time instead of 9 o'clock, that he could definitely make it. So look at these monster wheels. I mean, those are huge. I'm not big into cars. I don't do a lot of car builds, but you know, hey, for $15.99, you get a lot for this. And oh, look at this. You get 2 Jolly Roger stickers. Okay, so you know I'm probably not going to put the stickers on because first of all, you always put the stickers on last, but there's some really cool stickers here. Look at this grave digger. This is perfect for Halloween. Since I didn't really plan this, but a grave digger vehicle for Halloween, and it's got these flames. These stickers could be cool for some other things. So yeah, I think I'm going to use this for some others, but you can see there's quite the variety of stickers here. I love these green flames. Those are really, really cool. And of course, the Jolly Roger. A skull with an eye patch. All praise and hail to the unknown piece. I know, what is this? I don't know what, I have no idea what this is. I mean, it's clearly for structure because I thought it would have something to do with motors because it's just massive. But it is what it is, right? You'll have to double check your schedule and get back. Okay, no worries. And like I said, I'm just starting this week. And so I think it's going to be a regular thing because I was thinking about what I do during the week, and Saturday would be a perfect day for just kind of like a chill and chat kind of stream. I know a lot of different streamers do things like that, and I really haven't tried that as much. So I thought I would give it a try. But yeah, so this is a Technic build, as you can see. And some people really hate Technic. I'm kind of, I don't know, I've started to grow to like it. It's not that I seek it out. You know, it's not like I go to the Lego store and I say, where's your Technic? I need some Technic. But when you need to build something structurally, then yeah. Oh, it's a pullback motor. Oh, hey, Cornado, how are you? Welcome to the stream. And if you want to, I'm on StreamYard, so if you wanted to join, you could. But I know you're feeling under the weather, so probably maybe a future time. But we were talking about how we're going to start doing Saturday night build and chats, kind of like a hangout chat. So I know a lot of other streamers do that, but yeah, I was thinking the Saturday night stream would be a good time to do that. So you can see those are going to go in there. Got those. But what, I mean, so this is a motor, is what you're saying. You said a pullback motor. So, okay. So some other interesting parts. I mean, look at that. And when I was talking about this earlier, Cornado, I said you can get this for $15.99 from Target. I've been eyeing this set for a while, but like I said, I don't really gravitate to Technic. So I've been kind of on the fence. It was on the back burner. And then I also said Gravedigger is kind of appropriate for Halloween. Okay, so I think we're going to start with this. And it looks like we need the smaller one. I'm looking at the sizing chart. So, yeah. But yeah, I've been just checking out some different sets for the pipeline. There's one set that PNW Lego posted about an Eternal set, and the Eternal set has all of these pearlescent horns, and it's only $9.99. So I was thinking that might even also be a good set for a future Rebrick This challenge too. Your Saturday stream definitely seems like a fun and hopefully continuing concept. Okay, cool. Yeah, it could be for the regulars. And Zach and Cornado, Doc, I mean, you're all kind of regulars on the channel. So yeah. So I was thinking, it would be similar to like what we do at Sort Lug, but we're streaming live. So you got to be careful what you say. But yeah, I think it'd be fun. And I think I noticed that when we do like mock improv, and that's another thing, Zach, I didn't know if you were interested in doing a mock improv sometime. So yeah, because I'm lining up my next set of players for mock improv. So we do have the date set, which is November. It's going to be November 7th. So the first weekend, the Sunday after. So we have the Tricky Lug meeting on the 6th. And then after that, on Sunday at 1 o'clock will be the next mock improv. So we are lining people up. And I just noticed I need, I think, an axle instead of a, you have to forgive me that, axle. Pinned axle. Or pinned axle small. But so I recently posted, which I've been getting a lot of feedback about. I recently posted about this poster that Lego has put together for the COP26 conference in Glasgow. And people were saying, "Where did you find this?" I said, well, I happen to watch LinkedIn in addition to all the other social media. And it's interesting what Lego does when they're positioning different things. Like in this case, it's a sustainability conference. So they are highlighting the fact that they're really focusing on the youth and using this program. But when they go to Instagram and some of these other platforms, they focus on the product. So it's interesting because they don't do as much product promotion on LinkedIn. They save the product promotion for Instagram and YouTube and some of those other places. So I just thought that was interesting. You guys would put me to shame? No, don't feel that way. So Cowboy Kenobi, yeah, you've been mentioning about COVID, and I didn't say that. I didn't want to reveal that because I think that's personal, but thank you for sharing that with us. I'm glad, so glad that you're feeling better. And for those of you, I've been sending him notes because my brother had COVID, and I said, do you have an oxygen monitor? Be careful. You need to make sure you're okay. Okay, so now this is going to be a fun part here. They're connecting this to the mystery part. So the mystery part is, I just got to make sure I've got this positioned correctly. Yeah, it looks like it goes this way. Yeah, it's been, like I said, it's been an interesting ride just seeing what my brother has gone through. Okay, so this, I guess they want this through these holes here, is my guess. Even though this is an axle. Here, I'll show you the photo. Thank you. Yeah. So here's the photo, and you can kind of see that it's, and yeah, you see how they also have the alignment, but that's for the next step. So I'm just looking at this, and I think I need to move it over one more. Yeah, I think I do need to move it over one more. I think they want it like that. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, so they have this motor, and you can see the photo is not that great. This photo is confusing, but that's what they're looking for. Okay, so a big mysterious piece is going in. And then we have, it looks like a lifter arm. And yep. Yeah, their instructions on Technic can be a little challenging. And what I probably should do next time is I have a bunch of those little cups from those seaweed containers. In fact, here, let me do this. If Hooded One was here, he'd tell me to just put them all out. As you know, I've got this napkin down, so then that way things don't go flying all over the place. But it definitely is easier to find these pieces this way. All right. So yeah, so they're having us, wait a minute. Nope, this is the long one. Yeah, so we got it. It looks like that. You appreciate the offer, Brickanisa, though not sure if I'm ready to be a spot on mocking. Okay. Well, it's interesting because Debo has been telling me, you got to do that weekly. It's so funny. I said, yeah, but I don't know if people really want to do that on a weekly basis. It's hard enough scheduling it once a month because you have to find the players, right? You got to find people who want to do this. Like some people who might be saying, no, I think I have fun watching and providing, the places and locations and such. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I've grown to love Technic actually. So this is a lot of fun. It's been a long day. Hello, Lena. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're doing the Gravedigger Technic Monster Jam set. Yeah, it's we were just talking about mock improv and how it's been interesting just seeing the people who really want to sign up and other people who are like, that's okay. I'm good. No, I prefer watching rather than, building. And I get it because, it can be stressful. It's stressful enough to build a mock for a challenge, which, by the way, I can give you a preview of my mock that I submitted for Tricky Bricks. I'm so excited about it because what I did is I combined it as also a library build. So it's in it. So we're doing the Tricky Lug library as a collab. So yeah, I am going to be doing both of those. Okay, so now, okay, here we go. Let's see if this is going to connect. I'm a little apprehensive, but I think since we did the other side, I think we know that this is going to go. Okay, look at that. Look at that. So we've got this little lever thing going on. Oh, Max Braun, how's it going? So I was just mentioning that Saturday. In fact, Max, do you have an Instagram account? Because I could send you the link too. Saturday we're going to do just a hangout build. So I've sent the link to a couple people if they want to just hang out and build, kind of like what we do on Sort Lug, but we're actually hanging out. So you're welcome to participate if you want. And I'm looking at this. Just hold on a minute. Oh, I see. They're doing one on each side. Interesting. Okay. All right. So I think we need to push this yellow forward because I think it needs to be equidistant on both sides. And yes, that is correct. Look at that. All right. And I think I need to also put a black pin here. Yep. The instructions, I will say, are not that clear. So some of it is intuitive. I think because I've done enough. I've done plenty of Technic builds now. It's like, how many more Technic builds do you need me to do? All right. And it looks like this is going to go here, like that. Make sure that opening is free. And then the similar one is going to go on the other side. Yeah, so this is the Monster Jam Gravedigger. All right, there we go. Okay, all right, let's see that. Now, I will say these instructions still look a little janky, and I'll show you why. So here's the part that has me a little concerned because it looks like a bushing here. This one, right where my finger is. But when you look at this, it's flush. So I don't know if I was supposed to put a bigger pin in there, but if you look at the instructions, it's just a standard pin to pin. Yes, you do have IG. I don't think I've ever posted there. Okay, I'll send it to you on Facebook because I know you use Facebook more. What do you call a photo of an espresso cup bookshot? Those motor parts are super fun. Yeah, Cornado came in right at the perfect time because he said it's a motor. I was like, oh, okay. I thought it might be a motor, but it was hard to tell. How do you activate it? I guess you activate it from here, from these orange axles. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna roll with this. I think I have this in the right configuration. Yeah. So I've been doing book builds for the last couple streams. For those of you who've been tuned in, I've been taking the storybook booklets and then building an interior scene and an exterior scene. And that's what I did for for this one that I'm doing for Tricky Bricks. So like I said, I'll show that to you in a little bit. Ooh, this is interesting. This piece, I have seen this in so many bulk bins, but I've never used it. So this is one that's going to be interesting to see how it all comes together. Because like I said, it's definitely different. And like I said, I'm glad I dumped these all out. It's definitely easier to get to. And okay, that one's an axle. Yeah, so I don't know if you have any big plans for Halloween, but I went to the pet store today to get some more treats for my little girl. And there's a Spirit of Halloween store right next to it. And there was a line out the door to get into that store, and people were standing in the pouring rain. And it's kind of like, how badly do you really need this stuff? You know? Is it really? I don't know. I like Halloween. I used to do a lot of Halloween gatherings and such, but I don't know if I'd stand in the pouring rain for something like that. Just seemed a little odd. Okay. Now this I'm a little concerned about, but it is the right size. Okay, so let me ask you this. Okay, you see how this has a little stud at the end? Oops. Has a little stud at the end, right? This photo is terrible. Do you see a stud in there? I don't see a stud in there. It's for the kids. Is Sarah getting a costume? Yes, she already has a costume. Actually, I haven't posted this yet publicly, but I got her one of those squirrels riding on the back of a dog. So it's like a harness. And I put it on her the other day, and she walks around with it fine. So it looks like this squirrel with a pirate hat is riding on the dog. It's actually quite hilarious. Okay, so I don't see another axle. Wait a minute. Let me look at another bag. Aha. Okay. See, this is why it's important to check all of your inventory. That's what we're looking for. Yep. That's just a regular 3L. See? Yep. Okay. We got the right piece. Okay. Phew. Yeah. So Aubrey has built this, and she told me she didn't build it on stream. And she said it was definitely challenging. So I'm kind of been forewarned to be careful with the pieces that you choose. Okay, so I think we're set with this. Here's the instructions. So we have that axle. We have these pins that we just put in, and I believe that is correct. Okay, so now this is the fun part. This is connecting this over here, fourth pin down. Okay, fourth pin down. All right, got the fourth pin down. And this, where does this go? On the second, right there, right? Okay, we're gonna go for it. Okay, that's not too bad. That's about right, because it goes around. Your daughter works for Spirit Halloween? Really? Oh, wow. She must be inundated. Sarah could be the Bantha or a two-pack next year because there's Star Wars costumes for dogs. Yeah, maybe. I mean, don't forget, I've only had her for a couple weeks. You know, I don't want to traumatize her. Like, who is this crazy woman who's dressing me up? I did, when I had Logan, I did have some of his old costumes. And there's this one which is absolutely adorable, where it's a bandana that the dog wears around its neck, and it has a little sheriff's badge. And then you put a little hat on it, a Velcro hat that goes underneath the chin. You need to get some sleep? Okay, no worries. And by the way, Lena and I are going to be building Bionicle on Sunday. So that's going to be at 1 o'clock for the Halloween stream. And I'm still on the fence about, I probably will still stream Halloween night at 9 o'clock because that's my Twitch stream. But 1 o'clock on YouTube, stay tuned for that. That's going to be a Bionicle build and Brickanista on the move. It sounds adorable. Oh, thank you. All right, let's see. Go back and concentrate. I got to go back to the build. Halloween stream with Spooky Glen review. Yes, that's right. We're going to be reviewing the Spooky Glen builds that people have been doing. So I've had to look at both Facebook and also Instagram because some people have been posting on Facebook. So it's, I think right now the one I'm most excited about is Sue Ann Barber has put together Spooky Glen on her cell phone as if there's a Micropolis watching a movie. It's like a Micropolis drive-in movie theater. In fact, Max, if you hadn't heard about it, I'm very, very excited about this. I can't wait to see what she's done. So yeah, that sounds like it's going to be super cool. Okay. All right, here we go. We got some more Technic goodness going on here. But yeah, I'm like I said, I'm not big into Technic, but I can see how this could be a lot of fun. But I am also looking for my pins. There it is. Pin to stud. All right. Yeah, and you don't often see these pieces in green, which is another reason why I'm very, very excited about this. So this let me try to bring it up to the camera. So this in this green looks super, super fun. Okay, so we have this axle. All right, where's this going? Where do you want this? All right, so just make sure I've got this lined up right. That's there. They want this here. Oh, interesting. You see how this has a longer hole here. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. So it's got a longer hole here. So this is going to go in there. Interesting. And this is the one, this is the brown with the little, like a nail head at the back. So there's like some sliding motion, I think, going on here. It should not be raining on Sunday. That'll be nice. I know my dog is interesting is that she seems to do okay in the rain, and she seems confused when I bring my umbrella out. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's what this is. It's like this little back and forth mechanism. So yeah, so going back to Halloween is that there are so many people out there at the Halloween store. I felt kind of bad. If your daughter works there, she is super busy right now. There's so many people need to get their Halloween stuff. And I haven't really been big on candy. You know, I know a lot of people are big into different kinds of candies that you can get during. I used to really like Reese's peanut butter cups, but now that I'm a vegan, those have milk chocolate in them. Though I guess I could always make an exception if I needed to. Okay. All right. So we got this guy in there. This is going to go into that slider section. And then I guess we've got this here. So, yep, that makes sense. It looks lined up to me. All right. No, this isn't too bad. I think you just have to pay attention with the different pins and such. I just want to make sure there isn't anything connecting here at the moment. See, this is kind of loose. That's not good. Maybe this has to go all the way through. There we go. That's what it was. Okay. Have you shown the puppy on stream? Yeah, I have. I can show her again in a little bit. In fact, if you look on my Instagram post, I posted an introduction to her on my Instagram, and it should have, I think, the date that I did that. So yeah, she's a very chill dog. I will say that. I really love the fact that she's just super chill. She's like, okay, whatever. But it's funny in the mornings when we go out for our walks, she first thing she does, a lot of dogs stretch, right? They'll stretch their legs and they'll arch their back when they first get up in the morning. So she does that too. But she'll yawn and she does like a howl. She'll like yawn and go, oh, like that. It's hilarious. So she does that in the morning. And it sounds sometimes like a yelp, like a ow, or sometimes it's like ow. Like, okay, Sarah. All right, so we got this little movable piece here. We got this movable piece in the middle here. This should be interesting. Oh, she's just stretching. She's just lying on her back right now. So there won't be a segment like Logan Cookie Time. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've been watching Tricky Bricks for a while, and the only problem with doing like a Logan Cookie Time kind of thing is that, then the dog expects it every day at that time, right? Like right now we have kind of a routine. Right before the stream, I took her out and I gave her one of these chews that she really likes. And if I kept feeding her, at a certain time every day, I don't know. I'd want it to be consistent. You need to find a good candy chocolate shop that makes in-store dark chocolate. Yes, that's exactly what I need to look for. It's dark chocolate. And yeah, and the other thing I do like, which are vegan, are those Jolly Rogers, those hard candies that are super tart. Those are awesome, but they're not good for your teeth. So you got to take them in moderation. But yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure we are still in business here. Okay, so these are going to go on the outside. Oops. Yeah, I already put this in backwards. We want this here. Okay. Yeah, no, Jolly Rogers, those are awesome. Like I said, peanut butter cups. Was it Milky Ways? I used to like Milky Ways. Oh, See's Candies, yes, absolutely. I grew up in San Francisco, and every Christmas, my mother used to work at Macy's and my dad was a postal worker. So they would both get See's candy boxes as gifts all the time. And they used to be mostly for me because my brother is allergic to dairy. So I would be able to pretty much have most of those with my parents, of course. And the ones that were my favorites were the nuts and chews. The box of nuts and chews were always so good. Yeah, now I'm getting hungry talking about all this candy. Okay, so here's our little base structure coming together. There's a store at Alderwood. Yeah, I know, but I don't know if they have vegan chocolates. I should check. I know exactly where it is. Yeah, it's near the Lego store. It's outside of the mall, not in the mall, but I know exactly where you're talking about. Let's see. Yeah, so like I said, if you're looking for just Technic parts, I mean, this thing has 212 pieces for $15.99 if you get it from Target right now. It's a really, really good set. I'm really stoked about this. And even though it is, you got to pay attention, concentrate more when you're streaming rather than when you're doing this at home. But okay. Okay. Oh, I see. We got these pins here. I was wondering, that's an axle. You don't want it there. They want it here. Okay, cool. You can do that. Yeah, I should. I haven't actually gone into that Alderwood store. But yeah, when one thing that also I used to do when I flew in through San Francisco, especially if I was going overseas or something, I would pick up a couple boxes of the nuts and chews, and I would give those as gifts because you can pick them up at the airport, after you get through security. And the other ones were the sourdough bread from Boudin Bakery. I'm hesitating because there's supposed to be this really massive long bar, but I think I see it now. No, is this it? No, this is a rod. I don't remember seeing a long bar. That's why I'm saying, oh, wait a minute. I think I see it. Here it is. Okay. We're back. We're back in business. Red bushing. Variety sucker box from C's. Oh, yeah. And those were always so much fun to get because I think they came in a bag, right? That you could get like the cellophane bags. And then also the Easter bunnies. The Easter bunnies that C's would make. The hollow ones where you bite the head off. And then you have a hollow one. It's PT McEwen. How's it going, PT? We are just going through this. We've got like the base center of the grave digger that we're working on right now. So yeah, this has been a pretty interesting set to build so far. But and we were talking about candies and other things that we like. And I'm a vegan now, and I used to like those peanut butter cups, Reese's peanut butter cups, for example. And then Zach was saying, you should go find the dark chocolate ones because those won't have milk in them. It's like, that's correct. I should look for that. So I hope you're doing well, PT. I sent you, by the way, a link for Saturday if you want to participate in the Hangout. A pullback. As far as this one, this is a interesting, this is a motor, and it's, I guess, a pullback motor that you can roll with. And considering $15.99 and you get all these pieces, it's a really, really good parts pack, and you get to learn some technic at the same time. And it's a 2-in-1. In addition to building the main build, there's also an alternate build as well. So yeah, I've been eyeing this set for a while, and then I saw it was $15.99, and it says Gravedigger on it. So Halloween Gravedigger, that works. And by the way, somebody else just posted that they finished the Stranger Things set. I now know 4 streamers who have been streaming the Stranger Things set over the last, couple weeks. I was like, I have it. I've resisted streaming it because I knew so many people were doing that. It's like, you don't want yet another streamer streaming same content. I would think, I don't know, maybe you get different ideas from different people who are doing it, but I just think that you probably have some fun watching me struggle with these instead. Okay, so I'm looking at this. I think it's connecting to this pin here. I'm gonna guess that. Oh, wait a minute. There's no. I guess that's right. Right there. Okay. So I'm looking at this drawing just so you see what I'm seeing. That's I think what we're doing. Thrifty Thursday is the best. Okay, thank you, PT. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been telling people I'm like the Rachel Ray of Lego. Thrifty Thursdays and meals on a budget. That's what I should do. I should say, what kind of meal could you prepare And a Lego set can you build for what, like, let's say if this is $20, then maybe a $30 meal and a Lego kit. What can you do for what kind of meal can you make for that? That would definitely be a niche niche market. And I could make it even more niche by saying, what kind of vegan meal can you make for this? Okay. Ooh. Okay. So we have this other cool piece. This is new. There's two of them, and it looks like there's an different kinds of pinholes on either side. So yeah, and we should have two of these. And it looks like these are going to go here. Make sure I got this right. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at the angle there. That is amazing. I think that's one thing about the designers I'm always impressed with is when you start putting these together, it's just the tolerances that are there. I mean, look at that. I mean, it just lines up perfectly. And I have never seen that piece. I don't know if you've seen it. Oh, Yin Yang 847. How's it going? How are you doing in Miami? You keeping safe over there? It's raining like crazy here. I heard in California that they've been getting flooding as well. And by the way, as I mentioned, I'm not going to be doing the stickers, but there are some cool stickers in here. So just to kind of give you a sense that they were telling us to put these kind of trim stickers on over here. But I'm saving these because look at this. Look at this Jolly Roger, stickers. Those are going to be useful for something in the future. Trust me on that. Okay, so we're going to skip the sticker step. Yeah, I still have alerts that go off on my phone for California. And so I've been getting all the fire alerts. I've been getting also the alerts for flooding that's taking place. So yeah, there's some interesting stuff going on right now. Oops. All right. So we now have this. And it looks like, I think this is connecting here. Yeah. And then they want us to add 2 pins on this side. A bunch of new lakes around here. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I also, as you know, I work for the city of Sebastopol, where I do their Zoom meetings for them. Me and a couple other people do Zoom support. And they've been talking about how, there's a drought going on. And that all this rain, people are starting to think the drought is over. And it's like, no, it's still under drought conditions. If you go to the City of Sebastopol website, the very top header, the very top header says drought alert. Sorry about that. Got all these cables in the way. Yeah, so I still keep in touch. There's something, for those of you who aren't familiar with California, there's something that they have called Nixle, Nixle. And if you sign up for Nixle alerts, then you'll get a lot of them sent to your phone directly whenever there's an evacuation or some other thing that's happening that they want the public to be aware of. Okay, so now this little barrel is going to go on top of here, this green barrel. Yeah, well, they were talking about how, climate change is real, and we're starting to see some of the manifestations of that all over. I mean, you probably saw in Germany how they had the flooding in Germany too, where I think a whole town went underwater in a couple hours. Yeah. That's why I was telling my parents that one thing I like about where I live is I live in this hilly region. So and I'm also on the second floor or the third floor, depending on how you're looking at the building. So I don't have to worry about flooding, at least on my place. Okay, so let's see. Let's just make sure I'm lining this all up correctly. Okay, I think that's good. All right, so now we've got the next. I think we're going to do the other side, is my guess. Well, maybe not. And these next pieces I call coat hangers. I know they're not. That's not the proper term, but it looks like a coat hanger to me. So I don't know what the official term is. I know they're half lifter arms of some sort, but whenever I see these, I always think of them as coat hangers. So yeah, those are the Brickanista coat hangers, and we're putting two of them together. Yeah, I think that's probably one reason why people tune in is they get this quirkiness. Like, what is she talking about now? Is she talking about coat hangers today? I do like this set though. It's all Technic. There's no brick building in this at all. It's all Technic. So if you're big into Technic, this is your set. This is definitely a set for you. And why is this not clutching? There's a problem here. By the way, if you missed it, Boone Builds just had a stream talking about the Buzz Lightyear movie. That looks freaking amazing. Okay. I'm definitely, I think maybe I have this in the wrong way. Let's see. Let's try this. There we go. It would pay to look at the instructions. They do look like coat hangers. I know. I think so too. But I don't know if other people think the same way. Maybe it's just a little quirky thing that I do. All right. One thing I do like about these instructions is that here's an example of where they have you line up the model to the brick. So then that way you've got it positioned properly. So this is nice. You probably remember in one of the other sets I was building, I think it was the Monkey Kid set, where they had a photo and then they had a person's finger holding the piece like that instead of the drawing. You saw part of Boone's? Yeah, it was a great show. And he had a couple of commentators who I'm not familiar with, but they seemed like they knew what they were talking about. I mean, they are like true Lightyear fans. Okay, I'm guessing this. It's not really connecting to anything, so I'm guessing they just want it lined up. Because it's just like right now it's just sitting like there. So I'm gonna push this through, guessing this is where they want it, and eventually there's probably going to be a pin holding that down. That's my guess. Well, he did a really awesome breakdown of also just the trailer. And I think the funniest one for me was when they were talking about to infinity and or to infinity and that says summer of 2022, right? Spring of 2022, something like that. Okay, I was right. So they're now looking for this brown pin. And make sure I have the right one. Nope, this is the short one. We need the long one. We need the long brown one. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so this, I was right. They wanted you to line this up. So then this will go here. Oh, by the way, I have been talking to a couple different Instagram people about, remember that bonsai tree that I made for Halloween? That they want to do a winter bonsai tree. So they asked if I wanted to do that. And I said, yeah, I'd be down for that. So don't be surprised if one of these streams I'll be either buying another bonsai tree or retrofitting the one I have. Because somebody had mentioned, I think it was Aubrey, mentioned that the bonsai tree is also on sale at Target. You know, Target should just sponsor me because I talk about them all the time. It's just like, you know, you could buy this set from Target for only $39.99. Yeah, no, seriously though, that set is, it was so much fun to build, even though it fell apart on me on stream when I was retrofitting it. But I had a lot of fun building that. So something to think about. Now this is an interesting piece. Remember when I was doing those book covers? So these are those fat pins that go into those book covers. They've also used them for the haunted house. They've used them for that. So this is just like a hodgepodge. This is like the assortment pack of different pins. Actually, this is a nice variety. So if you're looking for a variety of pins and how to use them. Glenn is the man of all seasons. Oh, you mean put Glenn in the tree? I could do that. That's certainly possible. Okay, so we got some more of these. Is Glenn here? I didn't see him come in. A snowy Glen tree, yeah. Yeah, I do have that image of Glenn on the tree, which was a lot of fun. He's a good sport. He's definitely a good sport to let us do that. Okay. All right. So remember that pin that I was mentioning that goes into the books? They want the red axle to long pin to go in there. Yeah, this is really pretty complex. They do a lot here. They've got a lot of different stuff going on here. In fact, I think they have another sub build. Yeah, they have another sub build that you have to do where you have two of these. And then a gray axle with, all right, where is it? This one, the axle with the two holes. You remember we used the axle with the one hole earlier. Okay, and now we get to use the little brown axle. All right. Well, Minimal Bricks, who I've seen on, I think, Rick Brickham's stream, Thomas, he's the one who was talking to me and to Kat. She goes by Cleocatra81. So Cleocatra and Thomas and I were talking about that. So yeah, I think that would be fun to have like a winter bonsai tree build. So stay tuned. That should be coming soon. Okay, so I guess they want this to go in here. Okay, so there you go. Another complex little build here, but I have a feeling these are going to be a lot of fun once these all come together. Yeah. Okay, so this goes into the 5th. The other thing about Technic is you can like manhandle this. Like you can toss this around. You could toss this across the room and it's not going to break. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, like I said, it's pretty impressive when you think about just the engineering behind Technic. I mean, there's so much you can do with it. All right, so now, all right, I'm a little concerned here. 1, 2, 3. Did I move this up? Yeah, maybe I put this in the wrong pin. That should have been there. Okay. No? Okay, what am I missing here? I guess that, okay. Like I said, it has to do with the way the instructions look, but I think we're still okay. This is going to go on the axle, and this is going to go on the pin like that. And supposedly, here, I'll show you what I'm dealing with. I think, okay, so you can see here, this is on the fifth pin of the black. Here, I'll raise it up. So fifth pin of the black. And this is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth pin of the black. The way this looks, it looks like, let's see if you look at the photo, it looks like this is supposed to be in front of this, but this lines up. This lines up here. And this lines up here. And it says there's almost like a pin that should be there. Unless I'm supposed to angle it. No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, that looks right, but this seems off to me. Unless this, like I said, it could be the photo's bad. Once again, this may be poor photo. I don't know. Has anybody made this set yet? This may be a gotcha. So I'm just going to call it right now that if it's either the drawing is bad or, let me just double check something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then it almost feels like it should go over 1, but all right, let me try something here. No, I can't put it over 1 because there's a pin there. All right, I'm going to leave it, but we'll see if this ends up being a problem, because like I said, the photo makes it look like it should be behind it, but it's like right up. It's right up against it. And this one has 5. And it looks like it's supposed to have a pin or something behind there. Let me double check. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 4. Ah, I think I know where it might be. Hold up. All right. Maybe this is supposed to be down 1. Just double check. I'm going to go back a few steps just because it might be this is supposed to be here instead of up 1. And then this threads through. No, it's still the same. It's still the same. Yeah. Oh, I see what I was looking at doing. Hold up. Let me try this again. All right. Let's see. There is... Just make sure that I'm lining this up properly. All right. I'm going to go back. It was an erector set without the tools. Yeah. You like very much the finished model, but did not enjoy the building process. Okay, so did you get to this part, or you did the Jeep? Oh, okay. All right. So I'm coming back to here. Remember the piece we put in for the what do you call it? The coat hanger. And then we had 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, pin 4 and pin 6 have the black. Okay, that's square. That is okay. And then over here, yeah, we put this in. We have that, yes. And then we put in the brown. Yeah, we secured that. That's correct. Okay. So far, so good. And then we made this complex contraption, which I'm going to go through again. Let's see. Let's see where are those pins. All right. Did I set the pins down, or are they inside the set? I'm just going to pull this off just to be consistent. All right. So back to this again. Okay. So I'm kind of now working from the bottom. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Then we were supposed to have a black pin here. All right. Black pin and then the long pin. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's back in place. And then we had that funky, there it is, this one. We made this. We take that off. Okay, we made this. And I put it here, but I'm wondering if I was supposed to put it here. No, there's no other place to put it. It should be here. That's where it's got to go. Because this top one is the actual axle going the other way. All right, so that is correct. And I'm double checking with this. So that and that are the same. Yep, that is the same. All right, I'm verifying. I have a feeling the photo is wrong. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it, Lego, but your photo is freaking wrong. All right. And it could possibly be. All right. Could be that. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I put this up instead of down. All right. Let's see what happens, because these pins are lining up, so that looks promising. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think I had not brought the whole thing down a pin. All right, so this goes here. This is the same as before. And then this. But it doesn't look straight. That's bothering me. It's like, see how this is at an angle? But here it's straight. So do I need to move it over? What happens if I move it over? Oops, I can't move it there. I'd have to move it over one more, right? Yeah, see, I can't move it here because the pin is there. But all right, I'm gonna see if maybe the next page, because that looks now like at an angle. So these darn 7+ sets. I know. If only I could be 7 again. Yeah, see, that doesn't look right. You see how it's straight? Okay, there's something going on here. Yeah, that's right. Here. Or maybe I'm just supposed to leave it, and maybe something is supposed to connect to it right there. Let's double check. Well, I don't know. It looks like it's supposed to connect. Unless I had put this in. Aha, maybe I put this in too far back. Because this could be at an angle, this one. Let's try that. Maybe that's what it was. That's all I need to do is. All right. Let's try that. Maybe that's what it is. Move this over one. And then this, that, nope, that's not going to work either, right? Because that won't make it flush. I'm tempted to move this down one and then move this over. Maybe I counted wrong. It just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? When you start working on these, you start going, wait a minute. See, that looks correct. And maybe this is supposed to be over one too. So maybe it's actually pin number 6. But see, now that looks correct. But if you look at the photo, this photo looks like it's 5, pin 5, not pin 6. And I just want to make sure that I've got spacing for the others correct. Okay, I'm going to roll with this because this is probably the closest. But this photo, there's something wrong with this photo right here. I'm calling it. They need more arrows pointing. Well, they do have, I believe, if you go online, you might be able to get 3D instructions and you'd know for sure. But if this is off, then this is correct. So, like I said, I think it might be, well, see, now I'm concerned because this is at an angle. Is that at an angle or is that straight? And am I missing a piece? No, there it is. I was going to say, wait a minute. There should be another piece here. This almost looks like it needs to move over one. Let's see. But then this pin, I don't know. It's confusing. I'm looking at this going, wait a minute. Yeah, I mean, I think I was doing everything right. It's just, like I said, this set of instructions right now. Okay, I'm going to keep going because I think this is correct. Yes, those darn set. Okay, well, it's Lego, right? We can figure this out. If it's not correct, we will figure this out. Gosh darn it, we will figure this out. Okay, so first of all, looks like we need to do all these blue long pins. So it says 4 of these, yep, 4. Well, like I said, if somebody had actually been doing this, they could help out and let me know. I remember when I did the haunted house last year, that Debo saved me on one of those steps because I remember when I was going through this, I was missing a 3x3 in black and I had put it in the wrong place. And he was like, you know, going through the instructions, he goes, go back to step number whatever and Look there. Okay, so now I'm looking for, oh, I see. I thought they were green. They're actually black. These guys. These are cool. You see these in the robotic sets too. Okay. All right, so these looks like, do I have this? Nope. There we go. That looks cool. I do like I said, the shaping of these are really sweet. Very sweet. And we're looking for small axle pins. There we go. Yeah, so maybe when I'm done with this dock, I'll show you Sarah. If she's up for it. She's just laying on her back right now. Belly up in the air, twitching her feet. She's pretty content. Pretty happy little dog. And I am so lucky. Like I said, I'm lucky to have her in my life. I was talking to my customer the other day, and she had her dog, and her dog's a puppy, right? So the dog's like all over the place. And I pick up my dog, and she's just laying there. She's super chill. And she goes, "Your dog is so relaxed." I go, "Yeah, she's pretty chill. She's a pretty chill dog." All right, here's the moment of truth, folks. Remember what we did here. And now we're going to add this piece on top. And this is going to go. Let's see. I think it goes here. Oh, okay. All right, this axle, I am going to guess it goes up. Oh, did I do this wrong? Hold up. It makes sense that it would go here, but I had put this in earlier with the pin. All right, wait a minute. All right, maybe it just goes here. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Yeah, I'm overthinking it. It just secures right there. So that is on top. Once again, it's the angle of the instructions that just can be super, super confusing. Take care, Zach. Thanks for stopping in. Fun stream. Okay, I'm glad you had fun watching me struggle through this. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we got more coat hangers. More coat hangers coming in. Got some more of these. Yeah, like I said, my dog is so chill. She's, think she's enjoying her retirement. No longer having to be pumping out babies all the time. Okay, wait a minute. First, we need a little. Yeah, I've always liked corgis, and I had originally wanted another boy because that's what I had last time. But there are some benefits to having a girl. I will say that. One of them is that she doesn't try to mark in the house. What's my dog's name? Oh, hey, how's it going, Mr. Dewey Duck? Her original name was Sarah. In fact, her pedigree papers say Little Sarah Bell. The breeder called her Sarah with an H. I call her Que Sera, and Sarah for short. So, yes, Sarah. And I also call her Que Sera, and she'll answer to that. But if you tell people your dog's name is Que Sera, then they look at you kind of funny. But yeah, she's, like I said, she's been super, super chill. A lot of fun. A lot of fun to hang out with. And I forgot to, I thought I was going to have a hard time adjusting again, having a dog with a routine. I don't have a yard, so I have to get up and take her out in the morning, and then I walk her and take her out several times a day. But she's been adjusting just fine. Yeah, she's been good. Okay, this one now, I think this goes here and connects to the black. All right, so here's where we'll see if I did put this in correctly. All right, so things are lining up. All right, so that's good. All right. So far, so I think this angle, I was worried about this angle, but I think that's still correct. Nala the fat dog. Yeah, I think Cornado, I think both of your dogs are girls too, right? Because like I said, this is the first time I've had a female dog instead of a male. I wasn't sure what to expect, but she seems like she's doing great. Let's see. Looks like it says, here it is. Where's it going? Where's the green one? It's right here. Like I said, lots of pins, pins, more pins. Yeah, but I think we're over the worst of it. Like I said, I was worried about that one where I thought I screwed up, and I think I fixed it. Well, we shall soon find out. And we need a green. I love these little green barrels. Just like I said, for parts. Go ahead and put that out. Okay. This, I'm just double checking where the pins are. Okay. This, I think it's going to go down here. Okay. That doesn't seem right, but it lines up. But I feel like I'm missing a piece. I'm definitely missing a piece. There should be a piece like right in the middle there. So let me see. I must have missed a step. At least that's correct. Chainsaw. What kind of dog is Chainsaw? Chainsaw is a Chihuahua. Okay, that's there. Yeah, that's there. Okay. I think it's supposed to go here, actually. Am I right? I'm just looking at the drawing that it looks like this is correct, but the pin doesn't go all the way through. The pin I'm talking about is like right here. All right. So, I think I know what I did. Okay. Remember how I said I overthought that? It's actually supposed to be on this side. Yeah. Like that. Okay. I see what I did. I overthought it, but then I didn't think it through. Right? Yeah. So these two go in here. Oops. All right, let's line these up. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. And then this, I think this is supposed to go through that with the brown. So let's push that through. Hold up. Yeah, that's what makes the most sense. Oops. Oops. Hello. Work with me. Am I missing something here? Oh, I guess it will not go through there. All right. Okay, we're still okay. For some reason, I thought there was an axle hole there. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's right there. All right. I think I have a feeling this is what's supposed to happen. So there is also a axle hole here, and that goes through the I'm hoping that's the case. All right, I think I see what's happening. So this does go here. So good news is that I did figure out that I did move this piece in the wrong place. And then I believe this axle, this brown axle, was supposed to go all the way through. But there is this piece here that looks a little squirrely. Did it go through? I guess it did. Okay, so from the top down, that looks correct. I'm just hoping it's it's the right way. All right. I think, yeah. Yeah, pins are here. That's there. That's there. And now it looks all aligned, whereas it was a little crooked. And now that we have this in place and that brown axle, looks like it makes sense. Oh, Glenn's here. Hello. How's it going, Glenn? We are, let's see, I'm just looking at, we're on step 27. Let me just see how far this goes, because we are at an hour and a half. Yeah, I don't think it'll be too bad. It's just a little more complex than I had expected. Yeah. So we're about halfway through. Yeah, we're halfway through, exactly halfway through, in fact, because it's 54 steps. All right. But we got through a major hurdle because this was in the wrong place. Now I think it's aligned. it's in better shape. Oh, wait a minute. What did I do here? Am I missing a step? Did I skip a step? Hold up. Hold up. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, I missed a step here. I'm halfway there. Aha. Yeah, so that brown axle also has to connect this too. So there's one more axle set of pieces. Okay, so I think, yeah, that's an axle hole. Yeah, okay. I think I need to pull that brown back. Oops. No. Uh-oh. Oh, there goes a nail. This is where I need a Clicky to come help. Where did I put my clickies? I just saw them. There they are. But let me get this nail out of the way. And that was painful. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I don't know if this is still interesting or not. But yeah, Technic is definitely a challenge. There we go. Yeah, I definitely should have used Technic before using my nail or clicky. Okay, all right, so let's put that coat hanger back. Okay, coat hanger is going in place. Yeah, definitely Technic is super strong. And like I said, you could drop this from a cliff and it probably wouldn't break. All right. All right, that's in place. That's in place. Axle hole needs to go in. And I think, yes. Okay. Phew. All right, don't try this at home, kids. Did you get the new furry family member, Glenn? It's a Prius. Okay, so clearly I missed the chat. Sorry about that. Let me go back about what the Prius is. George, his adoption wellness check today. Your car needed a jump while there, which is concerning. So is George the name of your car or is the name of something else? Maintenance free. It's a Prius. Okay. It's even more concerning. Okay. So you adopted a new cat? Is that right? Is that what you're talking about, Glenn? And that's awesome. I did not know you were adopting a furry friend as well. Seems like a lot of people are adopting right now. And if you haven't heard, Alexander 23 just adopted 2 kittens that have been abandoned on the side of a road. No mother. Car is Bob. Georgie is the new feline friend. Okay. That's good. Glad to hear that Bob is doing great and Georgie is adjusting well. Okay, so we got that in place. All right, good. I almost missed a step. Okay, so now we get to put this cross beam in. All right. Or did I do that already? Hold up. I did already. There it is. Okay. I was going to say, I don't see another lifter arm of that color. Okay, and we did that. Okay, now we're back at 27. All right, I think we're we're back to business again. It's like, wow, I can see why Aubrey was saying this was fun to do, but it was also stressful. So especially if you're streaming, I'm trying to do this on stream. Okay, so here we're gonna put that in. And 2 more of these small lifters, half lifters in blue, which is another thing. I don't think I have those in blue until now. Oops. Would be good to put them in correctly. Car gets an adoption wellness check. You did see that Alexander found 2 kittens. Yeah. Yeah. And he sent me a video that they're doing quite well. They're adjusting to their new home. Okay, so this one goes on this side. Okay, what am I missing here? Oh, I think it just goes here. There we go. Okay, phew. Like I said, I've been a little flummoxed, but I'm back on track. I was able to catch my mistakes. Or are they really mistakes or just learning experiences? Okay. All right, that looks a little squirrely because there's nothing attached to it right now. Okay, here we go. That's what we are going to do now. Okay, so they want, will this stand? Will this stand like that? No. All right, let me set that down. Well, I just don't want this to fall out. That's why that'll work. Okay. All right, so we are taking this in a bushing and putting a red translucent on it. These, I guess, are the headlights maybe, or the tail lights. Trying to figure out. All right. Okay, that makes sense. That works. Yeah, one thing that you have to plan on with your pets is the maintenance too. Wellness checks, making sure they're happy and healthy and doing well. I have my first appointment with my vet for her coming up in November 22nd. Are they old enough for food? The car is 15 years old. You're talking about the cats from Alexander 23? It looks like they are. They seem to be, I guess, they are getting by without mother's milk, if that's what you're asking. So yeah, I think they're going to be okay. All right, so we got the headlights on. It sounds like I've been live for an hour and 50 minutes. So anyway, thanks, Glenn, for relaying back to everybody. Good night, Cornado. And sorry about the problems. Yeah, I had to reboot the router. But this is an interesting test because what's happened essentially is that the studio remains open even if you are gone. And then as long as you come back into the studio, and don't shut it down and end the broadcast, you're still here. So anyway, I guess I could still keep going, but now I've got to reconnect my down camera too. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Because like I said, it has been painful. I will say that. And I've been looking at that one connection that's at an angle, and I'm not sure. It still might work. Okay, so I'm going to reconnect to this and see if it's going to let me. Yeah, I guess that's one benefit of StreamYard is that you can set it up that way. Or I guess it's just automatically that way now that I think about it. So yeah, so now I just got to make this as my down camera, and we can be back and have this down camera again. Do you want me to just keep going? I'm assuming since you still stayed here all this time. I don't know how long I was down, but I was down for a while. And Glenn sent me a note. He goes, yeah, it seems like a long time when you're, by yourself, but when you're streaming, it probably seems like forever. And yes, it did seem like forever. Sure, why not? Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Let me get my down camera back in the studio.
And we're back.
Oops. And we're back. Okay. Let's hope my network doesn't die again. But when I was offline, I had texted to Glenn, and I've mentioned this already before on my stream, that I'm waiting for the next couple weeks because I had submitted an application for a recognized Lego fan media status. And if I do get that, then I'm going to do some major changes to my living space. And then you should see a better studio setup and some other things too. I must finish. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Doc. Yeah. So like I said, this was, I just put in this massive crossbeam, and we were talking about how the instructions have this at pin number 5. And I was just noticing if I shift everything over 1, then this may line up as, because I'm just looking at the rest of this, it may line up and go vertical if I shift everything over 1, because this going back to what we were showing earlier is that this is kind of going at an angle like this when I think it's supposed to be up. And that may not be too hard to do. In fact, I'm just looking at this right now. I might be able to shift this over first. Let's see if I can do that, because that doesn't look too hard. It looks like it's this. Before I speak too soon. Let's see. Yeah, because like I said, I was looking at this while I was offline, and I said, that just doesn't seem right that it would be at an angle like that. I mean, it might be correct. Maybe I should keep going, and then if it isn't correct, then all right, I'll just keep going, see what happens. But I was just noticing I probably could shift everything over 1 pin, and then maybe the stars will be in alignment again. Okay, so we just put that in, 31, 32. Okay, now we get to put these bad boys in. Okay. Yeah. And like I said, I may be off. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go back to saying what I was doing. If I can shift everything up 1, this whole section, if I can shift everything up 1, then I think this will line up straight. And that might actually be what I need to do. Because the more I look at these instructions, the more it looks like I'm supposed to be up 1. Okay, now how can I do that without it causing too much trouble? Let's see. If I were to shift this up 1, it actually, this can stay. This back and moving this up to this pin. Come on, you're so close. Oh, maybe not. Is that like a massive pin? Here, let me see if. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's like the whole thing's falling apart. Oh, geez. Yeah, my bright idea may be a little too ambitious. Well, maybe not. We might still be okay. I know that whole section fell apart. Let's see. And like I said, maybe I should just punt. Maybe it was all wishful thinking from the very beginning. Wow. Did I really mess that up? Yeah. Maybe this is definitely better for like I said, I just wanted to move this up one. I wanted to move this up here. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Okay, we might still be okay. Hold up, folks. Hold up. We might still be able to recover this. Yeah, because like I said, I think I was off by one. And then this will shift up a little bit. Okay. All right. Actually, I'm not too bad. I might be okay. Uh-oh. Is my down camera down? That's Technic. It's great. It looks like my down camera just died. Fun times. I'm going to remove this. Yeah, my down camera froze. Okay. Well, this is good. So that way you didn't see the disaster. Like you didn't see everything falling apart like I did. Yeah. I think I may be onto something. And like I said, if it ends up I have to rebuild this, then it's Lego. It could be rebuilt. It's not a problem. Yeah. Okay, so essentially what you missed was that when I tore this apart, this section came off. And so I'm rebuilding it and putting it back together again. But the good news is that, as I suspected, it now is perpendicular, which it wasn't before. So that's the good news. But like I said, you didn't get to see the disaster that was unfolding as I was putting this together. Yeah. But I mean, similar to pirate ships and other cars, everything is symmetrical. So that's why putting it together isn't too bad. And I'm hoping my down camera is going to come back. It keeps giving me this circle though. So that's why we may end up having to punt on this after all. And I think that's part of it too, is just experimentation, right? That you put things together, and that's all what Lego's all about. It's not being perfect. And that I learned a long time ago. It's like, don't shoot for perfection, because sometimes you just won't get there. Okay, wait a minute. All right, this is correct. And that is correct. What is missing here? Aha. This needs to move up one. Right? So excuse me while I'm like talking to myself. It looks like. All right, I think we're slowly building this back behind the scenes that you're not seeing live just yet. Do not deny its horribility. This is a horror show. That's so true, Doc. I mean, like I said, this is the it's called what, the grave digger. So I'm just digging my grave while I'm building this. Yeah. Like I said, it's so close. It's so freaking close. If I can just get this one blue pin in. All right, that went in. That's close. This is close. And so, like I said, what you missed is the back of this falling apart. And I think I got this back together. And now this is the part that I was mentioning, that this was not straight. It was at an angle. And then now if I can move these all up a pin, then it would be aligned. So that's what I was doing when it was falling apart. But now my down camera isn't working. So I'm wondering, is this is one option. I can't really switch between this and Streamlabs OBS. So I'm guessing that we're just going to have to continue. I'll just hold it up for the camera. And this is what I was talking about, just moving these up, this whole mechanism up by one, which may not be too bad because of these pins here. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna see if this is gonna work. But before I do that, I have to put in another one of these. And that would go here. And this would have to move up one too. Aha. Yeah. Okay. I think we have what we need to do. I'm assuming. Like I said, I'm moving everything up one, and then I may be screwing everything up by doing that. But just looking at the drawings, I'm just not completely confident in how this is coming together. So, but after I do this, I'll have a nice pile of parts that I can use later. And I got a broken nail out of this all. Ugh. Okay. All right. So I think just based on what I'm looking at right now, okay, we're going to move that here. So I'm moving this because I have to move this in order for this to move up one. So this whole thing is going to move up one, and then it'll be aligned. So then when I move this section over, then it'll be on the 5th pin, which is what the instructions were asking for. And I think and this is kind of wonky right now, but I'm not too, like I said, I'm not too concerned about it. But yeah, like I said, this is it's the skull maker, or the grave digger. So I'm like digging my own grave live on camera. And I just noticed that this one is going the wrong direction. I needed this to be going up, not down. Okay, let's see. How do I fix that? All right, let's see. So yeah, having fun on stream. For those of you who want to be streamers, it isn't all glamorous. Trust me. There's a lot of pain here. Talk to Doc. He's deliberately caused himself pain doing those streams with the peppers. All right, here we go. All right, we're back. I think we're back. Got that piece on the upward bound. Yep. And this piece. Oops. Okay, what am I missing here? All right, I think this needs a pin. Yeah. And like I said, now I'm just like freewheeling it. I'm not even looking at instructions. I'm just disassembling and reassembling. Okay, so here's this section here that I need to move up. And then once I move it up, then I can connect it. See, once I move it up, one pin, this will be straight. Ooh, wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh boy. I mean, this is kind of cool. But now I'm starting to wonder about this. Okay. Well, I have moved it up. And like I said, if you look at the instructions here, I'll just show you. All of these pieces are straight. They're straight up and down. So to me, it looks like it's supposed to be like that. And I'm just now worried about this motor thing. Hopefully it's going to be okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think I see what I need to do. Hold up. See, this part was coming loose, but there's an axle hole back here with an axle. Imagine that. So I think if I bring that back down, secure that in place. Yeah, get that out of the way. That's what was bothering me. There we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're we're back in business. And oh, wait a minute. Now I'm back to square one, am I? I mean, the whole point was getting this to be upright. But then these pins connect here. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Okay. Well, what do I do? Do I move this forward? I definitely have. Have I gotten to the point of no return at this point? Do I have to start from the beginning again? This is the part that really is bothering me. This angle piece. And maybe I didn't put it in correctly. And yep, I can definitely see why this is probably not the best one to do on a stream. It's like, how many streamers does it take to screw in a light bulb? Or how many streamers does it take to get this working properly? And like I said, I moved this back one, but I'm thinking that maybe this had to be moved forward. Okay. Can this move back? No, this can't move back. Well, that's the way it looks like it's going to have to be. So maybe the angle's fine. But if the angle's fine, then what do we do about that one forward piece? That's the question. And there's nothing like having your down camera go down and do this at the same time. Okay. Maybe I might have to call it and start all over again. Might have to do this on Saturday. Maybe that's what I do, is I redo this on Saturday when we're doing our community stream and start building this all over again. So I will say this is definitely not for the faint of heart. And there it goes again. Okay. Well, I think I might have to call this because it's already 11:20. Or what I can do is I can switch this to a community stream and not stream it live. Does it not look angled? No, the instructions don't look angled. They look straight up. Here, I'll show you. Right there. See how this one looks straight and that one looks straight? They both look straight, not at an angle. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is, thankfully, I can hide this stream and put it into private and start all over again. And I probably will do this Saturday. So once again, what I'm going to do is, so Doc, if you can send me your email address, because I don't know what your Instagram account is. You went on Read Brickable and you're looking at them now. They're all up and down. Yeah, exactly. They're vertical, right? So something is not right there. And these say you're supposed to be 4 in instead of 5 in, or 5 instead of 6. So it's definitely, I definitely missed something here. But we still have Saturday when we do the group stream. Doc Samson on Insta. Okay, I may have sent it to you then, because I noticed there were, I think, several Doc Samsons there. Here, let me just check real quick, since I'm going to make this a private stream. So you're watching live, but nobody else is going to see this. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's see. All right, I think I sent it. I sent it to Alexander 23, Have Studs Will Travel, PT McEwen, and Glenn. And okay, so let me see if I can copy this or forward that. Like I said, I'm going to be hiding this stream as soon as this is done. So, and I'll just continue. Okay. Okay, I think I just sent it, Doc. So take a look. There is a P in your last name. Okay. I think I got it because it has your profile pic. So take a look at your Instagram and see if you just got the link. And then that'll be for Saturday. So we're going to start Saturday at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Pacific, which will be 11 o'clock Eastern for Alexander 23. Yeah. So what I'll do is I may end up doing this, taking it apart, and then just doing it again. And then I'll have to do like a Thrifty Thursday do-over or something for Saturday. Wow. Yeah, this was intense. This was definitely intense. And I definitely must have missed a step because there's no way that that thing was vertical. It was at an angle. So I definitely missed something there. So this might be something I will be tinkering with, even maybe on the Friday sort lug call. I may do some of this then. So anyway, you got to witness this. You got to witness me tearing this apart and destroying it. And I got up to page or step 30, I think. Yeah. So I think I'm going to call it because it's already 11:24. But what I can do for you, Doc, is I can pick up my dog and you can see my dog. And that way you can say you've seen her. Sarah. Que Sera. Que Sera. Hello. I know you're just like resting. I'm going to pick you up though. Okay? Come here. She is the most chill dog. She's just like laying there, hanging out, but she's so sweet. She's such a sweetheart. And she's a Corgi, and she's a purebred Corgi, and she's retired from the breeder. So she's no longer having puppies anymore. Yeah, you were a good girl. You made some beautiful puppies too. Yeah, so now she's pretty much in retirement, hanging out with me. Hi, girl. Hello. She also, I'll see if she does it here, but she also is she likes to lick my face a lot. So sometimes she'll do that. So she's very affectionate, very sweet. She is a very picky eater, because that's one thing that was interesting is that I was feeding her the same kibble that she's had before. Doggo. Oh, Taro Knutinen. How are you? You missed the disaster earlier. Yeah, this is my dog, Que Sera, also Sarah for short. Oh, girl. Here, let me move this out of the way since the down camera is not working. Let me see. Hold up. Let me disconnect the power. Let's disconnect the power. Okay, so we'll have a doggy chat. So how are you, Taro? Yeah. Oops. Sorry, girl. She gets spooked by noises. Yeah. So anyway, so she's 4. She's 4 years old. I got her from Idaho. She was part of a breeder. She was part of several dogs that the breeder had, and she's now 4, so she's not going to have any more puppies. But she's a very, very sweet little dog. I was mentioning earlier. Are you tired? I was mentioning earlier about how in the mornings when we go right before we go out, she'll stretch and then she'll yawn and she'll do like this. Oh, when she's yawning. Now she's just like, okay, here we go. Yeah. So anyway, so she's been really very just sweet, really sweet. I've had her now 3 weeks. It'll be 3 weeks on Saturday. She's adjusting really well. And I think that, just like with any dog, you get to know their personality and see what they like and what they like to do. So she's very skittish around people. So when I try to walk her around the neighborhood, because she's so cute, a lot of people want to come up and pet her. But she's she's like doesn't want to have anything to do with them. She like runs away, but she'll stay very close to me, and she's very affectionate with me. I think when she gets to know somebody, she probably will be better. And you probably noticed here, what are you looking at, girl? Is that her right ear has a little notch because she got in a fight with another dog and apparently she lost. They took a little piece of her ear. But what's interesting is that I knew this was a sign that this was my dog because my first dog, Logan, he had a notch in his left ear. So, yeah. So anyway, so Taro, what you missed was that my my network crashed, and then my my build kind of crashed. I think I missed a step because things are not in alignment. So I'm going to redo this on Saturday, or we're having a community build on Saturday. We're going to start an hour earlier, and I've sent the technician 0990. Did the breeder put a brand on her? No, she just got in a fight. Yeah, so she got in a fight and her ear came off. So, but my other dog Logan had a notch in his ear too. So it's almost like they're a match set. So I knew that this was definitely the dog for me. So, are you ready to get down? Are you done with your performance for everybody? So yeah, so she's a Corgi. Yeah, and I'm gonna make this particular video private right after we're live. So you caught it right before I was gonna kill the stream, but Doc Sampson wanted to see my dog. So this is her. Maybe what I'll do is I'll save it and just take the section of the dog part to share with everybody as like a little clip. But yeah, so I was supposed to pick her up right after BrickCon, but I had to go down to Arizona to help family out. And then, so I picked her up on the way back, and then she drove with me for 7.5 hours from Idaho back to Seattle. So is she going to get spoiled like crazy for her first Christmas? Maybe. I don't know. She seems like she has like simple needs. I think one of the things that she always likes to do is she likes to just be really close to me. I mean, if I'm in one room, she's got to be, like in the same room with me, right? Is that right? Oh, see, I told you she's very affectionate. So, yeah. So she will be right by my feet. So when I'm streaming, she's usually like right at my feet, either to my left or to my right or under the table. And then she, she's been eating her regular kibble, but what was funny is she would take one little piece, pick it up, put it outside of her bowl, and lick it a few times, and then eat it finally. But I just started adding to her kibble this pollock oil. So it's similar to salmon oil, but it's made from pollock. And she absolutely loves it. And it's to help because she's got dry skin and she's been, flaking little dandruffs and stuff. So I added that, and now it's like she's so eager to eat. She loves her food. She's probably thinking, "Come on, it's bedtime." Oh, yeah, maybe. She's actually adapted to my schedule pretty well. So, but you can tell she's a pretty chill dog. She's just sitting here. It's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, but like I said, she's super affectionate with me. Yeah. But and I've missed having a dog for a long time. I had a dog, Logan, I had for, gosh, 12 years because he was 14 and a half when he died. And so if she lives to be that long, I'll have her for 10 years. But yeah, she's pretty easy to take care of. So, yeah. Simple needs. And she jumped back like, oh, I'm very fancy. Yeah, do you have simple needs? Is that what it is? Yeah, but you can see she's like not a big barker. It's also late at night though too, so maybe that's another reason. But she is really chill. So, but anyway, so this is my dog. I call her Que Sera or Sarah because that's her original name was Sarah, so I didn't want to be too far off. You see how she jumped up? She was like, Sarah, Sarah, hey. So, anyway, so thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Sorry that this ended up being kind of a disastrous stream, but thankfully with YouTube, you can hide these things and I can restart again. Just to remind you, on Saturday at 8 o'clock, so we're starting an hour earlier, it's going to be a community stream. So Technician 0990, I know you're a regular, and so is not Hooded One. Who else just joined here? Sorry, I'm tired. I know you were just here. Taro. Yeah, if you wanted to join as a community build, let me know and I'll send you the link because what's nice about StreamYard is I can have guests. When I do this in Streamlabs OBS, I'm not able to have guests on, except for her, because she's here. But yeah, so I've already sent it to Doc and to Glenn and to PT McEwen and a couple others. So they'll probably be joining me on Saturday. So it's just, we're going to just chat and talk and build. And I'm probably going to redo this again. So, okay. All right, girl, you ready to go down? And I'll say goodbye to everybody. All right. Okay, my friends. So you got to meet Que Sera. You got to meet or got to see the stickers. That's the one thing that's still intact are the stickers. And then, like I said, I have been building this, and then I noticed that I was definitely off by something. So I'm going to redo this. I may do it off stream and then rebuild it again on Saturday or do another stream. On Sunday, on Halloween Day, we will be doing the Spooky Glen review with Lena Inverse. And Glenn, if you're free to do this too, that'll be Sunday at 1 o'clock on Halloween Day. And then 9 o'clock, I'll probably start on the Fox build because I got that as a free gift from the Women's Brick Initiative. So I'll probably do that on Sunday and Monday and on Twitch. So I just wanted to tell you the biggest change will be Saturday at 8 o'clock instead of Saturday at 9 o'clock. So hope you can join me then. I'm sorry about this partial build that we have here. I am going to go back and figure this out. Probably not tonight, maybe sometime tomorrow. But yeah, anyway, Thanks again for hanging out with me. And Doc Sampson, Taro Knutnan, Technician 9990, Glenn, PT McEwen, Cornado was here earlier, and everybody else. So thank you so much. Appreciate you hanging out. And as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, may the clutch be with you. Take care, everyone. We'll see ya. Okay, bye. And Que Sera says goodbye too. You'll be in the Braunfels this weekend. Okay. BB0990 behind you. Oh, that's BB8, actually. Yeah. I picked that up here since we haven't quite dropped the stream yet. Since Technician 0990, I know you're a big BB8 fan. BB0990. This this is a cardboard cutout I got from a place called Repop in Boise, Idaho. So the day before I picked up Sarah, I stayed overnight in Boise, and a friend of mine, Marianne Asanuma, said, you should go to this Repop store. So I got this. I got a t-shirt that says Kaiju Park, and I have an umbrella that says Jurassic Park on it, and it's got this big amber on the end of the umbrella. So yeah, BB8 seems a bit scary when you realize how big it is. Well, it makes for a great backdrop, and when I saw it, I said I had to have it, and I think it looks pretty good here. So there you go. Yeah. If you have any other questions before I drop the stream, this is not going to be live anymore. As once I go dark, I'm going to make this a private stream, so nobody else will see this. So anybody who's here live are the only people who've been able to witness this. Like, that thing could probably kill just by knocking people over and rolling over them. Well, I guess it is about the right size, because it's about 2 to 3 feet tall. So if I were to stand next to it, it would probably come up to here on me, which is about right in the movie. So yeah, you're right. But BB-8 was such a nice character. So I think BB-8 wouldn't resort to killing people. Hopefully not. But yeah, it is kind of big. And even when I picked up Sarah, people don't realize that Corgis are really long. I mean, they're really short legs and they're short to the ground, but they're pretty long as far as their body length. So she's about 25 pounds. And when I pick her up, like you saw, from my shoulder pretty much down to my waist is, her length. But yeah. Okay, so Glenn, you'll have to watch the rerun on Sunday when we do the Spooky Glenn review, because we'll see what people have posted for Spooky Glenn. Oh, speaking of which, here, you get a preview. This is what I built for the Tricky Bricks show. So, I've been doing these book builds. So this is my version of Spooky, or what's the word I'm looking for? Sleepy Hollow. So this is the Headless Horseman, and you can see he's holding a pumpkin jack-o'-lantern, and there is a character there holding a lantern and is spooked by that. And I put the Tiago Caterino gravestone, and I also put Vermi in there for those of you who follow some of my characters. So yeah, I've been doing these book builds. This one I don't really want to open because I don't know how much the clutch will hold, but my other one is here. It's too bad Joel isn't here, because Joel had suggested I put a round table in here, and I did. So for those of you who haven't seen this, this is a gift that I'm making for a Secret Santa. And then you can see that on this side, there's a little penguin, and that's just to show you the outside of the house. And then when you open this up, thankfully there's good clutch power on this. There is Santa. And let me do this. It's Santa at the beach. So I've been working on these. These are something I'm calling book builds. And these little books came from the Disney Princess series. So this one has, I think, 4 of the princesses in it in the original. And the other thing I put into this is a little play function that Santa, if you put him diagonally like that, he'll go down the chimney. So very nice. You like it? Thank you. Yeah, this is going to be a gift for my Secret Santa person. I do have to order some parts because, as you notice, the chimney has red here. It should be dark red, but I didn't have 1x3s in dark red, so I need to do that. The couch needs some more of this azure color, so I need to add some parts for that. And overall, though, it's pretty close to being done. I added this tree with some small presents going around it, and then this is the round now table, and it's got cookies and milk there for Santa. Aussie Christmas. Oh, that's true. Yeah, the inside is Aussie Christmas or Santa on vacation, however you want to do it. So, but yeah, exactly. So this is what I'm calling a 3-in-1 book build. So I'm starting, I was trying to think of a way to use these because you build it once and then you're not sure what to do, but these would make great gifts. So the other one is, so if you can imagine that this was 'Twas the Night Before Christmas because it's on a book. And then this one is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow and Other Stories. And that is, this one isn't as obvious, but that's also a book binding. And then, like I said, well, actually it's Lego. I can always put it back together again. The clutch is probably not that strong with this, but let me see if I can do it this way. This is a castle. Oops. Yep, I knew it. This is a castle on the inside. So I'm just going to leave it like that because this is starting to fall apart. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah, I think for the future, when I build these, like I just did this one real quick today because I needed to take a photo for this this build, which is going to be on the Tricky Brick show. Yeah. But I'm thinking that this may be a series that I do of different books and stories that you open it up and you have the interior as something different. So anyway, but all of this is going to be private, this whole video, because it was just a disaster. Like I said, the stream died halfway through. This is definitely not coming together the way I expected, so I'm going to redo it. But I will say for a parts pack, 212 pieces, Technic, this is a great deal. But I think the wonderful thing about streaming is that you learn these things live, and then I could hide it and then do it all over again once I figure out the mistake that I made. So anyway, once again, have a great day. Thanks for stopping in. Sorry for all the messes, but hey, that's what streaming's about. Sometimes things work, sometimes things don't work. This is marketed as a 7+ set. It's probably a little more advanced than that. I would suggest that you may want to, like I said, you probably don't want to do this live like I did. I may stream this again, though, as a repeat and then upload it for my Thrifty Thursday. So maybe if I need a few audience members, maybe I'll do that. Maybe not do it live, but just do it, as a recorded session and then upload it later. So anyway, have a good evening. Glad you like my dog, and she's been wonderful. She's now been getting some water now that I woke her up. And we'll be going out for a little walk too soon. So take care, everybody. Have a great day, and may the clutch be with you. Like and subscribe to this stream if you haven't already. Take care. Okay, bye.